me just say what an environment. Sold out arena. Mizzou playing great. I've said this publicly now a few times. Dennis and Sean, if I were voting, that would be the two coaches of the year for what they've done throughout the year and where the team started and where they are now. Obviously, an NCAA tournament team and a team that can advance. My guess is Dennis will push them that way. But it was a game we just really had to gut it out. And they weren't going to give us the game. We had to go take something. But a great win for my kids.
Yeah, that's career win number 900 for you. I guess just.
If it meant anything, do you think Darius would have been playing today? I would have played him. That stuff, when you do this a long time, that's the kind of stuff that happens if parents entrust you with their child. And I've been blessed with that. My best players, you ready? All good guys. Never had one of my best players be a jerk. Not once. One, I wouldn't recruit him that way, but they have all been great guys. So I thank them all. You know, wherever I've been, UMass, Memphis, Kentucky, now here, I've been coaching great kids and talented, like a bunch of NBA All-Stars, a couple MVPs in the NBA, defensive players of the year, rookies of the year. Well, then you're going to win a whole lot of games. So I've been blessed. And I've had great staffs, by the way. Chin did a great job defensively today because they're hard to guard and they play different and they post up and they do some stuff. And he did a great job, including in-game stuff.
And then do you have any update on Darius? Do you expect him to be available Friday or?
I told him I don't know if I want to play him anymore this year. We were pretty good without him.
And then obviously Malik, you've talked about wanting him to shoot more. He hits the big three in overtime. Just how nice was that to see, and how much have you seen him grow there?
So I called him in my room last night. I was going to bed, and I said, I got to call him. And I'll be honest with you, I did it as much for me as for him. I just want to make sure I'm doing everything within my power to help him. And I said, I'm not giving up on you. I'm not. And I said, but I can't do it for you. And I want to tell you a story about a kid, Chris Wilcox. You're all too young in this room to know even who I'm talking about. Okay, you know. Played in Maryland, okay? Did not play his freshman year hardly at all. Matter of fact, his sophomore year, halfway through the year, he wasn't starting and wasn't playing that much. But he had a game like Malik just had. And Maryland went on a run. You ready? And they won the national title. And he was a first-round draft pick and had a long career. I mean, I said, that could be you, but you got to go and get by stuff, play with unbelievable energy, take what you, and I told him. I said, I've had guys, they say Darius Acuff, never knew he was that good. Malik Thomas, never knew he was that good. Never knew Trevant was that good, TB. Never knew Billy Goat was that good. I never knew he was this good. I said, I want him saying it about you. That's what moves me as a coach. Never knew he was that good. You can be that guy, but I can't do it for you. So that's the talk we had last night. And we need him to be that guy. And Nick, the last game and even this game, the way Nick started and what he did, perfect. Perfect. We got two guys kind of playing off one another. You know Chris Wilcox.
I do. I've seen you before, so people aren't old enough in here. Just your thoughts on Mark Mitchell, and obviously you guys wanted to contain him, but
couldn't.
What
Twice now. What do you have, 20 in the first half at our place? So, I mean, and it's you say, don't let him go left. Well, then he goes right, and he scores, and he makes free throws, and he'll rebound. I mean, he's one of those guys in this league. He should be first team all conference. I would say my guy should be player of the year, but that's because he's my guy.
And would you say that about them being a tournament team?
Oh, yeah.
And possibly advance. How much is just his presence
Part
of that?
How about this one? His assist to turnover ratio is one of the best on their team. So he'll pass it. He does it all. and they'll need them. And, you know, we came in with what we did and tried to stop them. How'd we do? What do you end up with? Yeah, he only had 32. He had 32. But, you know, I mean, again, Dennis has done a great job with his team. Just has.
In the back.
Coach, about Malik Thomas, kind of like you were talking about Malik Ewan, what's the importance of him being able to kind of flex his muscles? And we knew he was a highly valued recruit, but what's the importance of him being able to put out a performance like that before he goes?
Well, my thing to my whole team, because I got a couple guys that would like to play like Darius plays for us, but they're not that skilled. So I thought they'd come in here and have some guys go nuts. So we locked in on defense. That's all we talked about. And I told them, you're going to have opportunities, you're going to do it. And I just grabbed him in the hallway and say, I love coaching you, but you drive me crazy. Some of the shots you take are ridiculous, but I got to let you go some because it makes you who you are. But he was great. I mean, Larry Brown calls me about him. You know, he doesn't talk about offense and all that and flexing this. And he talks about he defends, he plays really hard, he sticks his nose in, he's got great length in how he plays. That's what he is, and that's what he's become.
On the second row.
When you say Missouri's obviously an NCAA tournament team and Dennis is a Coach of the Year candidate, what is it to you that makes it that way?
Because of where they start. Look, here's what I'm calling guys throughout the year that their teams are struggling. And the guys where your team struggles a little bit and pulls it together, folks, that's coaching. Not when you win 9 in a row, you win all these games and you just, no, let it fall apart. Now let me see how you keep your team together. You start slow only because you got a brand new team and a bunch of new guys and you're trying to figure it out and you just keep getting better. You think of Texas, you think of Missouri. I hate to tell you, Oklahoma. They started 0-9. Do you know what they've played the last 8? 6-2. Do you remember last year where we started? Yeah, we were 0-5. Dying. Done. And we kicked it in. I mean, for coaches, I think you get more satisfaction out of that. And that's why I'm saying both of those guys. And let me say this. Part of being a coach is getting individual players to really be confident and play well. They're both doing that. I mean, they're both having guys, you ready? Maybe even play beyond what they are. That's when I say that guy's really coaching. He's got these kids believing maybe more than they even should.
Front row.
Coach, what do you think worked so well in overtime for you guys, and especially able to pull away in the last couple minutes?
I'm going to have to watch the tape stuff because it was going. We were coming out of timeouts. I can't tell you what timeout I was running stuff, but the good news is this team tonight knew they needed each other, and the execution coming out of timeouts tonight was like, woo. Really, one time it wasn't. And but other than that, they were like locked in. It doesn't mean you make a basket every time, but if you're running it right, you're going to make a basket 50, 60, 65% of the time. If you don't run it right, it's a turnover or a missed shot or, breakdown one-on-one.
Anthony.
Yeah, with Darius out, obviously DJ and Malik were going to be handling the ball a lot more. I guess just how did you, feel they did in that role, and I guess just how much of a shift is it when he's not?
Well, I
when
said
Darius
this:
isn't available?
DJ, TB, and Billy were part of our Sweet 16 team, and a rebound and a free throw. We're in the Elite 8 and playing a team that we were comfortable playing. Could have been a Final Four team, and those three were a big, big part of it. So I was confident. It was getting those other guys to play and knowing I was going to have to play Isaiah. Like I walked in at halftime because he broke down 3 or 4 times. What do you expect? I haven't played him all year. You expect him to go in and know what he's doing, and no, he's going to do what he did. But he had a great attitude about it. The guys were with him. They were tapping him and dapping him. You're fine. Just be ready to go back. But it all came down to the end was Malik Ewan. Made free throws, got 2 big rebounds, made that 3. I know he can shoot. We do 5-minute shooting drill. This kid's making 60, 70 shots. He can shoot. I just need him to play with unbelievable energy and effort. sprint the floor. Don't ever don't jog. And I tell them, do the easy stuff really hard. Sprinting doesn't take skill. Being the first to hit the block out, or leaving your feet to go after balls, or coming weak side and going and blocking, that doesn't take any skill. It's all effort, energy. And if we get him that to go with his skill, not only does that help us that his career and his life changes, but I can't do it for him. And let me tell you, folks, it's really hard. Well, can't I just do a backdoor pass and I'll do try to make a fabulous play every once in a while? No. Your way, your path is through the fire. And I'm hoping the feeling he got today from this is the feeling he chases every game. Just chase this feeling that you just had.
Back right.
Coach, game flow wise, this was obviously the opposite of Wednesday night. You mentioned having to grind through it. So in the run up to the conference tournament next week with the double bye, how beneficial was it to have this start of a test to close the regular season?
Well, we're taking off the rest of today. And we're taking off Sunday and probably taking off Monday and go Tuesday, Wednesday, then travel. Whether we won or lost, that's what we were going to do. Probably try to add one or two things on both sides of the ball, and I have time to do it. We haven't, and we haven't been able to practice because we went before Texas. I think we got beat by 100 by Florida. Was it 100 or 98? I was in the office the next morning, and I said, we got to practice. My mind, my gut said, you can't just say we're going to run through stuff and then you lose your edge. So I walked downstairs, and I'm going to my house to go grab lunch, and Darius Acuff is in the training room. And he looks at me and says, you know, we got to start practicing, and I got to practice. And I went, wow, the kid does know. And he practiced, and all of a sudden we got our edge back, and we got to do it now. Now, do we want to go 2.5 hours? No. But even if you go an hour and 15 minutes, it's got to be some competitive stuff. It's got to be some energy stuff. It's got to be, because you get used to going half speed and think you can do it in a game. Well, the other guy's fighting for his life, and you're going half speed, and then you're going to blame why I missed the shot. I mean, what? Fight. Play with energy. Give us unbelievable effort, and give it to each other. Do this for each other.
Final question here, Coach.
Yeah, Trevin, obviously a big first half, and then hits the go-ahead three-pointer in
Yeah.
overtime. Obviously a big game, against Texas as
and
well.
I
Just
and
how
I
big's
told
he
him
been?
you're going to make a dagger, and I knew he'd make that shot when we said it. For throw back to him, shoot it. I thought in the one overtime he had 2 shots he didn't take. I'm looking at him like, why aren't you shooting the ball? Take the shot. So, but he's been great. I mean, you know, it's been a great run for him. He's become the player that we all think he can be. And now, let's finish this way.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, folks.